Hello everybody and welcome back to another video of Heroes of the Storm. Today we are continuing our How to Bruise series and we've landed upon Samuro. Pulling up the list here, you'll see that I have him in the damage / wave clear category. And this is one of the more controversial classings that I've done for this list. Because this list is meant to be from levels 1 through 9, Samuro kind of lacks wave clear on levels 1 through 9, and that's what makes this controversial. But the reason I have to put him in there is whenever Samuro hits level 10, he becomes one of the best soakers in the entire video game with Blade Storm and his fast rotating movement abilities. So because of that, I have to put him in this area that he's in, and you're just going to have to live with it. Now, when do you want to pick a Samuro hero inside of your games as your bruiser? Well, Samuro thrives at double soaking, especially, like I said, past past the early game into the mid to late game. Samuro is very good at annoying and picking off backline heroes, so squishy heroes in general is his bread and butter. If it's a grouped 5-man, Samuro can kind of struggle, especially if the red team's doing a good job of protecting their healer and valuable targets. But if you do find the cracks and weaknesses in red team, Samuro can pick them apart and exploit them so well. Not only that, but one of Samuro's greatest strengths, if not his greatest strength, is the annoying factor. In any competitive event in the history of mankind, trash talking and getting under your opponent's skin is a viable and effective strategy. Samuro thrives at getting under the enemy team's skin and really picking apart their mental game. Because of that, Samuro is able to become unkillable if played semi-competently, annoy his opponents, causing cracks, and rip apart those cracks with his excellent kit that he has in this video game. Anyways, this has been a long intro, so we're going to hop into the game, and I'll do my very best to teach you how to play Samuro as a bruiser. Alrighty, we find ourselves on the Garden Terror today. So, I just mentioned how Samuro is such an annoying hero. It can be really difficult for red team to mentally deal with him. So, of course, for our Skinergy, we got the Monkey King skin, because there's just something so poetic about watching a bunch of heroes chase around a literal monkey around the map. It really is a viable strategy and hilarious whenever it happens. As always, we're going to talk about the build and talents at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. We'll go into a more deep dive as to what I'm picking and why. I'll do my best to explain it while we're playing, but I might struggle because this hero has a lot going on. But basically, we have more movement speed and healing with our level 1 talent. So, as Samuro, you don't want to be losing anything, anytime, anywhere. So, any soak on the map, you have to be picking up. You can take camps relatively easily, so you got to be taking camps whenever you get the opportunity to. You can survive a whole lot of engagements just by being a nuisance. So we're immediately going to just go ahead and start to soak. Unfortunately, red team does have the Butcher, and we have a Lost Viking, which, if the Butcher plays semi-competently, we could lose a lot of meat. Get on top of this hero here. And use our abilities to run. So Samuro loves short burst trades. I knew there would be Abathur crap throughout this walk. Sucks I got hit by the 1. But Samuro does enjoy short burst trades. And that's because he's so good at healing. I press my E and you can just see how much I'm going to start to heal. It's a very, very large amount. I'm going to just put my clones on top of her. Make her deal with those before anything else. And I got a tap already because this hero, who I actually just played against the Sergeant Hammer in my warm-up game. And, newsflash, Samuro sucks against the Sergeant Hammer. Let alone a Sergeant Hammer with a hat. Hopefully, with the help of my allies, we can kind of cause her a little bit more mayhem. Heal up, because like I said, these little stupid short burst trades end up being pretty favorable for our lovely, lovely little orc. We'll pick up some soak here, and maybe even rotate for a camp after this. I don't know. That objective, yeah, it's a fine objective for me to do that. Unfortunately, top lane might just be lost. We're picking up one with the wind, by the way. This allows me to gain armor whenever I am wind walking, and for a few seconds after as well. There's some crit damage. Hopefully we can, like I said, clear out this camp before the objective really spawns in. But I am watching that mini-map because if Hammer wants to keep pushing, I don't know how much we can really do about that. Thankfully, we've started to accumulate a small level lead here. I'm going to see if I can't maybe get something done on Sergeant Hammer. We can use our Q to cancel out a lot of things, such as a Butcher Charge. So if he wants to pick me, I can either use my Q to get away from his shenanigans, heal up off of our E, probably get hit by a Abba Mine. Yeah, there it is. But what was I saying? We heal up off of our Q, or we heal up off of our E, but we can dodge a lot of spells and hurting abilities by using our Q and our image transmission. So there's a couple tools in our kit there to allow us to survive a whole lot of mess. Thankfully, Hammer's just outside of the range here, but she'll clear out my minions super duper quickly. Gonna have to just get on top of her and try to crit her down. Oh, my E got canceled. No, we lose now because my E got canceled. And this is not how you really want to be playing Samuro, but it's how I'm forced to play Samuro in this game, is deal with the Sergeant Hammer. Typically, you'd want to be dealing with other heroes on the map and annoying them, making them chase you, doing random things. But look, we've held this pretty good, and Red Team's gotten that one pushed in well. So as long as you're holding on most bruisers, you're winning. And that's not always true. Oh, yes, a healer. This is what I mean. Whenever you can find a weak point inside of Red Team, Samuro can do a good job of picking that weak point apart. Friendly team doing a great job of getting the second objective capped for us, and we're going to rotate top lane and get more XP because Samuro loves soaking for his team. Try to clear this Abathur mines out so he doesn't get too much garbage done to us. Zagaro's about to finish off that first fort of the game, and we are on track to hit level 10. And Samuro is pretty weak in the early stage of the game, but once you hit level 10, he gets a little bit stronger, or a lot bit stronger, and can play his game. And that's a very common theme with a lot of bruisers and heroes in general inside of this game, is make sure you're playing your game. Whether your game be double soaking, your game be tanking for your allies, hunting for picks, whatever your game is most often better to play your game. Although, as you've seen in this one, I've had to play Sergeant Hammer's game of just hating my life and dealing with her. We'll have to try to fight for this objective, and I think we can do it, as we've only lost some Vikings. Oh, there's gonna be a Hammer rotating down, and I want to meet her halfway. Hopefully with my Gul'dan player, we can finish her off. Oh, he barely can't be there. We'll pick up Blade Storm, press our R, and clear out the minion wave. And now we're playing our game. That fast soak and annoyance in the backline, like we talked about in the intro, this is our game. Try to get in on their backline heroes. Specifically, their healer would be nice. Butcher would be excellent too. We can chase him to the ends of the earth because we gain movement speed by a couple of different things. A couple of different things will grant us that movement speed. Our E grants us it, basic attacking heroes grant us it, as well as us just having so many good spells in our kit. Gonna get on top of their healer as best as we can, although I don't think we'll be able to fight for this any longer. My healer is here, but she's on the wrong side of town for me. My allies are there to attack, and instead of mindlessly dying to Sergeant Hammer, we're gonna soak this, and then we'll go fight. We have more cooldowns up to heal, so we'll press our E to start healing. Hammer is kind of all alone right now, so we'll look to get in on top of her. Try to crit her down as best as possible. I am in a very tricky position here, and unfortunately I do die, but it does cost the Sergeant Hammer her life, and she's been the biggest nuisance for the friendly team as of recent. Hopefully between our Alexstrasza, Gul'dan, Lost Vikings, we'll be able to at least stall a little bit longer at this objective. Good healing by Alexstrasza, canceling out the Butcher. There's a nice fear on top of Butcher and Anduin, but unfortunately Pyromania coming in with the Kael'thas, and he is really packing a punch on top of us. Unfortunately, I don't think our healer can or will continue to fight there, so we will lose the first, lose an objective for the first time in this game. Oh wow, that's a lot more minions than I thought it was. Zagara is going there. I probably should have gone there, but I didn't think the minion wave looked that big. If I play this right, let's say if I play this right, I should be able to get a kill, and we do. We play it nicely. We'll rotate bottom and get as much soak, because like you said, you want to be doing something all the time, as much as you can when you're playing Samuro. At level 7, we picked up Burning Blade, which allows my autos to... I don't really want to be here. Yeah, there's the Butcher. Maybe we'll get in on their healer. Good ults by both teams, to be honest. Thankfully, we're able to walk away unscathed. Try to annoy this red team as they rotate through here. Oh, wow, he picked the right one. That's a shame. Just this general nuisance is slowing down their rotation. If my friendly team was not wanting to do what I'm doing, and they want to just soak or get to the objective like they should be as quickly as possible, then my efforts would not go in vain. Able to get a nice pick there by, like I said, playing our game, being this nuisance to red team in the back line. We'll look for... I would love to get in on the Kael'thas, but I'm really thinking all we're going to get is the hammer. Still some good damage on top of her regardless. We have a R button ready to press in a minion wave as soon as possible. Butcher is just now reviving, unfortunately. Maybe we can pick apart some low health heroes. Hopefully friendly team has peppered them enough for us to get some sort of engagement happening. Trying to use my my trait to dodge out some damage there. I think we were able to do enough. We capped the objective thanks to Zagara and Alexstrasza's ultimate ability, or trait rather. And now we're continuing to just suffocate red team and give them no time or space on anything in the entire game. See if we can't make Butcher's day a little bit worse. That would make me happy. And like I said, this random poke damage that we're taking is not the end of the world. Oh, I thought I saw an Abathur. Use our Q to dodge out the random Butcher damage. Maybe regroup with my team, or even go to top lane to soak. It would be nice if I had my Q, I could make some crazy stupid plays. Okay, let's say we'll just confirm we kill that Kael'thas. Well done by the friendly team there. I don't even need the healing from my allies. We will ping retreat for them. I should check, is it a mule on the Abathur? It is not. And I should have mentioned this a while ago. Samuro is a hero who can be beneficial to the red team if played improperly. What I mean by this is you spawn your clones, and your clones are an excellent toll for red team to use to soak off of, or stack off of rather. Make sure I'm able to stick to this Butcher player a little bit better. Oh, good job by Zagara picking up the kill that we need. And instead of pushing with the team, we're going to split push and get us more soak. As you can see, our soak has been very well in this game. Oh, it's a wild Abathur. A wild Abathur has appeared. Nicely done. We'll summon the clones to distract those locusts so it doesn't push our building down. Friendly team gets the keep, and that's what I mean. We didn't have to be with that keep. We're on the map getting other things done, which is so good. And it continues to suffocate red team. Whenever you get behind playing against the Samuro, your odds of winning decrease significantly. Because he's so good at doing such wild shenanigans, baiting out more spells, forcing red team to be paranoid on the map. You see Butcher waiting there, presumably waiting there to charge me whenever I misposition or misplay. But a good Samuro should never give them that opportunity to actually get outplayed. You can appear to be in a position to get outplayed, but like I said, a good Samuro should never actually be in a position to die. We'll rotate up to the top lane to confirm we get this keep, or this fort, as the friendly team split pushes elsewhere on the map. Well done. We'll use an E, and we drag 2 enemy heroes to the top lane. 2 enemy heroes are here and not defending the bottom lane. This is the statistic that doesn't get shown when you play Samuro, but it's a statistic that is so valuable. We've wasted so much time by red team because they think, oh, shiny. A shiny Samuro has appeared on the map. Maybe I can kill it. Newsflash, red team. You can't kill a Samuro. Like I said, at least a semi-competent one. I'm going to pick up Windstrider. This greatly reduces the cooldown of our E. And if you haven't noticed, this is a E-focused build, as I did pick up Harsh Winds at the level 16 talent, granting me increased damage to heroes whenever I basic attack them in my Windwalk. Just get good poke out there. I maybe could have chased that a little bit further. Friendly team gets another thing pushed, and take a second just to look at the map. Look at how blue that map is. What is red team supposed to do? They're suffocated 24/7 because we are going to continue to push our minion waves and force them back. And it's not even a hard thing to do. Like, I just press R on a minion wave and it's completely cleared. It's kind of disgusting.
A seed has been planted. It will sprout before you know it.
Like to, like I said, we're just being a little bit of a nuisance here. Butcher's not engaging on the map because he's worried that I'm going to do something. Get another fast clear on middle lane, and that'll start some good core damage. And look, we don't even have to be with the team right now. They're pushing. Good for them. I'm very happy and proud of them. We'll just start attacking their core by getting these minions pushed in. And by getting these minions pushed, we force some enemies off of that keep. So if my allies wanted to continue to attack and push that top fort, they would be able to do that much easier. Due to red team not having any time or space to do anything on the map, we've capped yet again another objective, and the game is virtually over at this point. Butcher could never get his stacks, or I guess he did get his stacks, but he got him off of minions for the most part. Like to get on top of the hammer player. Oh, I don't know. My auto attack glitched out like 6 times there. Well done. We took some bad poke, but we're able to heal that up off of our E. And good healing, and that's the game. So, our hero damage was decent. Our siege was chef's kiss, and our soak is the big one. We doubled the soak of the next closest in the entire game. That makes... Look, the kill differential here is not that insane. The kill differential is only, what is that, 5? But because we soaked 41% of the game's soak, that gave us the lead to completely suffocate red team and give them no shot of coming back. And that is playing into Samuro's strength. The one team fight that we ended up losing was because I stuck around and wanted to fight the Sergeant Hammer at the objective, and I was playing into her game. If I instead left that objective and just pushed middle, I probably would have torn down middle fort at an early stage of the game, and we're already going to lose that objective. So instead of playing into Sergeant Hammer's game, I should have played it in Samuro's game and split push. Poke that backline. Annoy that enemy. Anyways, the build we went in today's video is the build I go in legitimately every single one of my Samuro games, unless I am playing for fun. If I'm playing tryhard, this is the build you will go in every single game. So at level 1, Way of the Wind, like I said, this increases your movement speed when entering and exiting your wind walk, and then it increases the healing that you get from wind walk by, I think it's just a 1% increase. This talent used to be better, but then there were some changes, and I was gonna say you can do the research, but I might as well tell you. Samuro used to be able to do a trick where if he pressed Q and B at the same time, like Q shift B, I think is what it was, then you would be able to teleport back using your image transmission and get a full heal. So you would base back to lane, your clones would go out and fight, and then as soon as you entered your fountain, you get healed for the base 1150, I think is what it is, and then teleport right back into lane. So they removed that and buffed your Windwalk healing, which inadvertently nerfed this talent by making it just get power crept. But it's still a good talent just for the movement speed. It makes you, like I said, unkillable, and it is disgusting. Next, we go for One with the Wind. So this grants me armor while I'm inside of my Windwalk and for a few seconds after exiting my Windwalk. 30 armor to be exact, which really helps with short burst fights and can help if you exit stealth and immediately get crowd controlled. It can kind of help you survive that crowd control. Then Burning Blade, you go this because the bonus damage of it is pretty much as good as every other talent at that tier, but you also now have the ability to burst down camps and minion waves a little bit easier, which is Samuro's strength. So like I said, really just push in to Samuro's strengths when you're playing him. Then we went for Bladestorm at level 10. You noticed, I don't think I used this to hit a hero once, but you can. It's definitely a decent tool inside of teamfights to get damage out on multiple heroes at once. But if you're only using it on one hero, I would use it as either a finisher on a hero who's a little bit out of your auto attack range, or like I said, if you're going to hit multiple heroes in that fight. The only other instance you can use ult besides clearing a minion wave is if that 25 armor it gives you is going to protect you. So there are definitely a lot of instances where you can just press R simply for the fact that it's going to give you 25 armor and allow you to maybe survive that pyroblast or possibly live through just that little poke burst of damage that you need to live through. So keep that in mind. It's a sleeper note on that toll, but 25 armor, it's a decent bit. Then we went for Shikuchi at level 13. All of his 13s are mid-tier. And this one, it just, like I said, helps with that annoying aspect, getting under the enemy team's skin and allowing you to survive a lot more easily. Additionally, it helps you chase down targets, but I never explained what it actually does. It grants you a short distance teleport on your E. And this teleport works the same as a mirror image Q works, where it teleports Samuro in the direction he is facing. Not in the direction of your cursor, but in the direction your hero is facing. Then we went for Harsh Winds at level 16. So attacking a hero during Windwalk will make you deal 30% increased damage to them for the next 3 seconds. And it's also noteworthy that this damage is not just basic attack damage, it's all damage that Samuro deals. So this is also increasing the damage of your Bladestorm. If you wanted to get some nice juicy crit damage out on a target with a Bladestorm, you could still do that. And then finally, Windstrider, because like I said, this is a E-focused build for Samuro. It decreases the cooldown of your Windwalk by 6 seconds. And now that I've explained all of this to you, and I've showed you a gameplay of Samuro, I'm gonna say it, he's overtuned. He is one of the, honestly, few heroes in this game that just needs a better number tweak, where his kit isn't necessarily toxic and terrible. It is actually a fun kit that is underwhelming at first glance, but I think he just needs an increase to some cooldowns. because he definitely feels very oppressive in this game, and it doesn't take a lot to get under people's skin while playing Samuro. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you some honorable mentions for talents. You can actually see I have this Samuro build hearted the whole way through because it's one of the few builds that I pick up in every single game. But some of the ones that I would like to give an honorable mention to are, I'm trying to see where they are. Okay, yeah, Mirage at level 4. This grants you spell armor, 40 spell armor against the next 2 instances of spell damage. So if you are going up against a lot of mages and you don't think that the Windwalk armor is going to be that useful, this is a good talent to pick up, and I would highly recommend it. Additionally, at level 13, I did say just a minute ago that all these talents are bad. If you're going for a mirror image build, Mirrored Steel at level 13 is honestly one of the best talents on this hero. Samuro's basic attacks against enemy heroes reduce the cooldown of your mirror image, and like I said, if you're going for that mirror image focused build, you can chase enemy heroes down, and it ends up becoming a lot of fun to hurt enemies with. But for the most part, Samuro can kind of pick up other talents that he does have other builds that make him play very differently. And in my experience, taking Samuro and picking up different talents that make him play differently makes me think, okay, why wouldn't I have just picked the Zeratul, who's going to do what hodgepodge Samuro build can do, just not as good, or an Illidan, or something of that sorts. So that's kind of been the common theme of this video, but I want to say it again because it's very important for all of the How to Bruise series, but especially the Samuro video, is play to your strengths. So that's why we go for the build we go for. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Please let me know what you thought. This is, I think, the second to last How to Bruise video, and then we will have Leoric, and then we'll be done with the How to Bruise series. We'll start starting other series as well. But I've had a lot of fun making this series with you guys, a lot of fun making this video. Please do not forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.